Accused killer Bryan Kohberger due in court today. He'll appear before a new judge in a new location after being granted a change of venue. Kana Whitworth is at the courthouse in Boise. Good morning, Kana.
Yeah, George, good morning to you. So what Bryan Kohberger wears in his first appearance here in Ada County is a major point of contention for the family of Kaylee Gonzalez, who were told by the prosecution that it was a strategic decision to allow him in street clothes in an effort to keep the trial in Latah County. But now that it's been moved, they want him in a prison jumpsuit.
This morning, a major shift in the Idaho quadruple murder trial. A new venue, a new mugshot, and a new judge for murder suspect Bryan Kohberger in a case that shocked the nation and rocked a small college community to its core. Kohberger's defense team successful in its months-long fight for a change of venue over concerns about jury impartiality in Moscow, arguing people who lived in the county where Kohberger is accused of stabbing 4 college students to death had prejudgment opinions of guilt, citing a survey they say showed a mob-like mentality in the tight-knit town. The judge agreed, and the Idaho Supreme Court moving the case several hours away to Idaho's capital of Boise. Kohberger transferred in secret by the Ada County Sheriff's Office using an Idaho State Police plane, seen here in an orange prison jumpsuit. Judge Steve Hippler will now oversee the case in the same venue where infamous doomsday mom Lori Vallow Daybell met her fate. Judge Hippler, who was appointed to the bench in 2013, has handled high-profile criminal cases, but this will be the first time he presides over a death penalty trial. Among the first items Judge Hippler will need to assess is the defense's newest argument to have the death penalty thrown out, along with their request that Kohberger not have to wear an inmate orange jumpsuit at his upcoming hearings. His lawyers, who say he is innocent, asking for an official order for Kohberger to wear street clothing to all public court appearances. But with roughly 8 months until the trial begins, the runway to justice becoming more clear for the families mourning their loved ones, like Kaylee Gonzalez.
Well, Kohberger's lawyers did meet with the sheriff's office, who told them they can accommodate their clothing request if the judge allows it. And a reminder, guys, this trial is still slated to start in June.
Okay, Kana, thanks. Dan Abrams is back. New venue, new judge, going to make a difference?
Not in terms of the evidence presented, not in terms of probably the outcome of the case, but it was probably the right call, considering how much attention in particular there'd been in this small community where this happened. It seems like a classic case to move it, allow a new judge, allow a new jury pool to consider the case. So not that surprising, but I don't think it's going to change the case much.
And Kohberger, his attorneys are trying to get the death penalty taken off the table. Do they have a chance at that?
Not much, not much. I mean, they're making both broad arguments about the death penalty effectively being unconstitutional, and then making very specific arguments about this case, saying that the various requirements for the death penalty in Idaho aren't met here. I don't think they're going to win either of those as a legal matter. I mean, if there was a plea agreement or something, it's always possible something like that could happen. But just strictly legally to get this judge to take the death penalty off, very long shot.
And as you said, a lot of attention on this case. And some people feel it's been too much attention and they want some restrictions on the media. Yeah, look, what do you think about that?
I think they're going to be careful with the media attention. But remember, trials are presumed to be public. This is the state of Idaho versus Bryan Kohberger. The citizens of the state of Idaho have the right to see how their prosecutors are handling this case on behalf of the state. So there is a balance there. It's not, you can't just say, well, we need to restrict it because so many people are watching it. You need to always have that balance, recognize the First Amendment, and try to figure out a way, which I'm sure they will, to be able to have both a fair trial and allow the public to know exactly what's happening.
Excellent point there. Thanks, Dan.
Okay.